But, Disney, the vampire-sucking leech that it is going to want to try to get as much money as possible. Disney's not going to learn. They're never going to learn. They don't know how to learn. Their brains have stopped functioning, and they've hired a bunch of dumb people to be working there. To woke Disney.
What's up, guys? Gooseifur here with you. And, we can't take on Sydney Watson every day, but luckily there's enough people with terrible decisions, terrible ideas, that we could pretty much do this all the time and always have somebody new to pick on. So today we're going with Night Strike and his horrible opinions on Disney.
You know what everyone has been clamoring for? More live-action Disney cartoons. And since Disney just loves to take their older films and just completely disrespect them, like if you want to make money, this is not what you want to do. Back to woke Disney doing what it does best, being entertaining to absolutely nobody. The audience that doesn't exist. We've had Mulan.
We had Mulan, which grossed $69.9 million during the COVID pandemic when it had a very limited theatrical release, and just also happened to be the top 10 most watched stream between August 31st and September 6th of 2020. And it had 525 million streaming minutes in just the United States.
Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin. Lion King. Lion King live action looks so goofy, and I thought they would have just stopped with the animal movies.
Now, I'm no expert, but looking at the picture he used, what about that looks goofy? In a world where we can't just make lions actually get up and act for us, this is the closest secondary thing we have. And in all honesty, that looks pretty damn good to me. Do you need to get your eyes checked? Is there some blurriness going on there? Can you see? I'm worried. I am concerned for you.
Peter Pan and the infamous Snow White and the Seven Diverse Thingamajigs.
And here we go, finally getting into the point. Diverse Snow White remake is latest film to anger the anti-woke crowd. What does this person just happen to have against Snow White and the diversity of it? Someone brings up that some right-wing critics have tried to link woke films with low box office numbers, and that's definitely what this guy's trying to do here. But I'd just like to let everybody know that the 4 movies that he mentioned grossed $4.61 billion. And so if you're going to try and paint this as they're failing, how can you do it when that's the amount of money that they've made?
Like, if you want to make money, this is not what you want to do. How about we add one more to that table? Yeah, baby.
All right, Night Strike. I get that there's very little charisma here coming from you, but I need you to know that you have to do Austin Powers better. You can't just go, yeah, baby. Get it right. This is about sex. This is about swagger. Yeah, baby. Very, yeah.
I'm talking about a live action Bambi, but not just Bambi. Modern Bambi. Oh my goodness. When will these live action remakes end?
Easy. When they stop being profitable. Real simple, dude.
An article came out the other day that genuinely surprised me. It shouldn't have, but it did. Disney's move to modernize Bambi has sparked backlash against the company's woke crusade to meddle with its classic films. And of course, it wouldn't be current day Disney without throwing in that famous word in there, modernize. Woke.
Now, the most important thing when somebody brings up a source is to go and check that source and see what it might be biased towards. Our friend here is using the New York Post. The New York Post is an American conservative daily tabloid newspaper published in New York City. The New York Post is owned by Rupert Murdoch. The same Rupert Murdoch, whose network, Fox, just reached a $787 million settlement over fake election claims. In the lawsuit, Dominion, the voting machine company that was being sued, laid out how Murdoch's hands-on role at Fox News worked. They also brought up how instead of, trying to tell the truth or do the right thing, Murdoch followed the lead of the network's senior executives in sidestepping the truth. So we're going on a crusade against Disney from a person who is the lead of the network and sidestepped the truth. That's what our source is going to be. Are you fucking kidding me?
You know, I'm at a point now where whenever I hear this blank movie is going to be retold for the modern audience, woke or the modernized woke feel, pretty much what that means is, for those out there who don't speak code, to woke Disney, that just means this movie's going to be garbage.
That's fine. You can say that this is code for the movie is going to be garbage, but just admit what you're actually saying. The code is that it's woke and it goes against what you think you believe, and you want to cancel Disney. Cancel culture is on your side too.
Okay, a couple things. What is there to update for modern audience in this movie? This movie was told in the middle of the woods with a bunch of animals. What are they gonna do? Make Bambi a girl? Like, I don't get what the modern twist would be. Or maybe his mom won't actually die. I don't know. But Bambi's mom dying was tragic, and I truly don't think it should be changed to appeal to children nowadays. They don't need to be hidden from these types of topics. When someone you love passes away, it's absolutely tragic and heartbreaking. And I actually rewatched the film, and when Bambi's mom dies, it's off screen by the way, but when she does die, it's a sad reality that in life you never really know when someone is just not going to be there anymore. And I truly just believe it brings home a good message on, like, you know, just trying to cherish the people that you love now and in the moment and things like that, and life moves on whether you're ready for it or not.
Isn't it funny how these people are all about let's let kids be kids, but you're asking for Disney to not change and come through with this vision that may have been bad back in the day, and nobody knew the psychological, things that were going to come out of it, the harm. And I'm not saying, that it caused a shitload amount of harm, but you know what? For some people, there is a little bit of trauma associated with things. That's just how things work. So when you're talking about the death scene, why are we not letting kids be kids? You're talking about all these mature elements that kids need to be able to see these messages and accept that things happen and things change and that death is a part of our life. Why do you want to involve little kids in that? Why do you want to be like, hey, this world sucks. Fuck you, kid. Get on my boat. You're going to lose everyone you love. Let's let kids be kids, but know the harsh reality of everything you love is going to die and you are going to be miserable. Good fucking job. Bambi is rated G for general audiences, which means all ages are admitted. A G-rated motion picture contains nothing in theme, language, nudity, sex, violence, or other matters that, in the view of the rating board, would offend parents whose younger children view the motion picture. I can think how that may cause some distress, but furthermore, it's available for general audiences. It's available for all ages. So you're telling me that it's perfectly acceptable for a child, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, take your pick, to go into this movie and be introduced to the mature themes of your parents are going to die. Fuck you.
Back to woke Disney. Recent poll from Redfield and Wilton Strategies found that a majority of the respondents preferred if Disney created new stories rather than plunder its archive for remakes, according to Newsweek. I mean, yeah, this is what they used to do. They used to make stuff. They used to be creative. Dragging out classics from the grave and putting the shiny new clothes on it to squeeze more money out of them is disrespectful to their legacy. You're meant to be a creative company. Stop rehashing and go create.
Now, this is a topic I'm really excited to cover because it's one they bring up the most. They keep saying these things like Disney's so money hungry and they're rehashing all of these things, but it's like they don't know the history of Disney. I've got my phone right here. Let's talk about The Lion King. The Lion King, first movie made in 1994, remake in 2019. There was a short film in 1995. There was a short film in 2008 through 2013. There was a short film in 2016. There was an animated series that ran from 1995 to 1999. There was an animated series that ran from 2016 to 2019. There was a television film that happened in 2015. There was a direct-to-video, The Lion King 2 in 1998, and The Lion King 1.5 that happened in 2004. There was The Legend of the Lion King play. There was The Lion King musical. There was the Festival of the Lion King, 1997, 1998. There were video games. The Lion King in 1994. Disney's animated storybook, The Lion King, 1994 again. Disney's The Lion King Activity Center, 1995. Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games, 1995. The Lion King, Simba's Mighty Adventure, 2000. The Lion King, 1.5, 2003. My point is, guys, that they keep saying that that Disney does not rehash these things and that Disney used to be a creative company. But you're wrong. And all you have to do is Google it. Disney has always been about maximizing the product. That's why there was a Lion King 1.5. Why doesn't anybody talk about those? Those are from your nostalgia time. Why does nobody have any issues with the sequels that came after? If it's all about this, plugging away at the intellectual properties they have and constantly rehashing instead of recreating, why don't they bring that up?
I mean, honestly, that's probably the best advice you could give Disney. But the thing is, Disney's not going to learn. They're never going to learn. They don't know how to learn. Their brains have stopped functioning, and they've hired a bunch of dumb, woke people to be woke people or incompetent woke people that work there. They don't know how to do anything, man. They don't know how to manage money. They don't know how to tell stories.
And here we see the final dog whistle for how you're getting only political spectrum. This guy talks about the employees of Disney, that they're dumb, that they don't know what they're doing, that they can't manage money. What does that sound like? That sounds like every conservative who starts ragging on the younger generation because the younger generation can't do anything. They're all lazy. That's exactly the type of shit this dude is peddling, and it's wrong. It is flat out wrong.
Like, if you want to make money, this is not what you want to do.
Employees of Disney can't manage money. If you want to make money, this is the wrong thing to do. Well, let's take a look, folks. In 2010, the Alice in Wonderland remake came out. As you see on the screen, there's Disney's annual net income. Disney's net annual income went up from 2010 to 2019. Now, while there were some variations in that, between 2010 and 2018, Disney nearly quadrupled their net income. So you're going to tell me that this is not the way to make money when Disney is making billions? Literal billions. Thank you guys so much if you've made it this far into the video. We live in a world where information is free and people can't seem to do anything about it. They can't seem to be bothered to actually look past their own bias. And quite frankly, this shit's getting really old. If you want to have a complaint, have a valid complaint. Don't just pander, because pandering gets us nowhere. But just keep saying woke, 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 till it doesn't mean anything anymore.